Hello, we're back. We're doing it on an iPhone. This is on my mic stand, so it's a little, it might fall. And if it falls, this is gonna be a single take. So we're just gonna roll with it. But today, we're talking about working out. Going to the gym, getting swole. And how do we do it? So, to establish credibility, I have taken a CRC course in nutrition, so I know everything there needs to know about nutrition. Just kidding. I took kinesiology, which is basically the study of physical activity, as well as nutrition. So I kind of know a little bit, but that's just in addition to all the things I've learned through working out for almost a little over a year now, except for minus the 4 months that this whole coronavirus thing started taking place. So let's go over a few things that would be helpful to work out. So you might want a gym membership. There are things called calisthenics, which is basically physical activity without using weights, using your own body weight. You can do that to help yourself get fit. You can join a gym, which is also helpful, or you can have a home gym. So a couple things there. But before we want to talk about that, let's just establish some basics. How does one build muscle or lose fat? So muscle is built when you burn when you have, okay, let's what is a calorie? Okay, calories are things, to put it simply, calories are in food, and the more you have, the more energy you have, to put it simply, and the more mass you have, because you're putting food into your body, therefore your body is getting bigger. Anyway, in order to lose fat, you want to be in a calorie deficit, which means you want to be taking in more calories, or taking in less calories than you are burning off. So when you're running or you're doing things like that, you're burning more calories than your body weight. To build muscle, you want to be in a calorie, what's it called? Not the opposite of a deficit. You want to be in a calorie surplus. So basically you want to be eating more than your body weight is required right now. Your body likes to be in homeostasis, which means that it wants to maintain its current body weight because that's what it's been doing its entire life. So that is why going to the gym constantly and getting into habits is very important. Okay, sorry, this is kind of going off the rails a little bit, but let's go back. So you want to build muscle. This is going to be a little how-to. So we know we want to be in a calorie surplus. So we want to be eating a lot of food, specifically clean food. You want to be eating clean chicken, rice, vegetables. You don't want to be eating a lot of fatty foods. You don't want to be eating a lot of simple sugars. You don't want to be eating goldfish all the time, or chocolate. You want to be able to be eating healthy. In addition, some things that I find helpful for me, because I don't like eating a lot of food, I like protein shakes. Protein shakes are very important. I have a lean gainer protein shake, which basically means it has carbohydrates and protein in it as well. So it has like 90 grams of carbs and 60 grams of protein. No, 30 grams of protein. 60 is the bigger version. Anyway, so taking a protein shake definitely helps. But another important thing is you want to be sure to be burning that muscle, building that muscle, so you're not just eating. Because if you're just eating, you're just going to get bigger. You need to turn all that energy that you're taking to eat, you want to use that. You want to use those to turn it into muscle. So you want to be exercising. You want to be tearing those muscle fibers to be repairing them stronger. So I don't really like cardio. Cardio is actually very important if you want to be cut or if you want to lose weight. But I like to work out in the evenings. So when in the evenings you have all the food you had throughout the day, and you could really focus on destroying all that food, turning it into muscle, things like that. If you want to lose weight, side note, work out in the morning, because you've already fasted through breakfast. Therefore, you already are at a calorie deficit, and you can just work out, and then you'll burn all those calories that are residing in your fat cells already because of the fast. So I like to work out in the evenings because I feel like I have more energy, it's less busy, blah, blah, blah. So you want to be building strength. You want to be consistent in working out. But most importantly, though, is the eating. I have to say, 70% of the work is through eating. Eat healthy, eat a lot, and build muscle. That's pretty much the basics. To break it down, you don't want to be exercising one part of the muscle in succession. So you don't want to work out arms today and then arms tomorrow, because you're gonna be sore, your muscles need time to repair, so on and so forth. But a couple things can help with working out. So if you want to help yourself work out a little bit better, you can take some supplements other than just a protein shake. So what I do, I take pre-workout, which basically is a lot of caffeine, a lot of beta alanine, which are basically things that get your heart pumping faster, and it has a bunch of nutrients and other things that help your body do what it does better, as well as you can also take creatine, which basically boosts the production of muscle, or the activation of the production of muscle. So you can take that as well with your pre-workout if you really want to get a pump going. You could also take nitric oxide, which basically Ghost sells it. It's called Ghost Pump. It's basically just like nitric oxide and whatever. I'm not entirely sure what it does, but it pretty much gets more blood to the veins, so you can really feel yourself getting a pump. A pump basically means there's a lot of blood in that certain area. There's a lot of blood in your bicep or wherever you're training. So it makes it harder, and it's stiff because there's so much blood in that muscle because you've worked it so hard. Anyway, you could take that. In addition, you could also take amino acids. Amino acids are very helpful. They help your body break down, or not break down, but build, construct muscles, as well as other things. They're just very helpful in the repairing of muscle tissue. So when you're feeling sore after a workout, you should take some amino acids. Therefore, it'll help you become less sore the more and more you take it. I usually take amino acids during my workout because it also helps me sustain my workout, because I since this whole coronavirus thing started, I lost a lot of my endurance. So I started taking amino acids again during my workout because they help me last. What else? Consistency is key. So you want to be going to the gym around 4 to 6 times a week. You want to have a rest day, but if you can grind out 7, grind out 7. Just be careful. You want to be going to the gym often. You want to be working out often, so you can get your body into that habit of, okay, yeah, it's time to work out, blah, 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 blah. And you want to keep doing that. It usually, they say it takes 2 weeks to build a habit and 4 weeks to keep a habit. So, it'll probably take you a month of just routinely doing something in order for your body to be like, okay, this is the normal thing to do. Another thing that's important is sleep. Get your sleep. Get as much sleep as you can, because you want to give your muscles time to repair and to fix themselves and to grow and all that fun stuff. I sleep too much. I wake up really late because of this whole thing, so my sleep schedule's all off. So keep that in mind. You want to make sure you're getting your recommended amount of calories plus some if you want to gain muscle. There's lots of websites that'll help you calculate how many calories you need. And an addition is mixing things up. This is going to be the final thing that we're going to talk about, because I'm kind of just ranting here. Hopefully you guys are paying attention. You want to mix things up. So say you're doing chest. You don't want to just keep doing bench press, incline, and decline press. You want to mix things up. Throw some flies in there. Throw some band works in there. Throw some push-ups in there. Do some cardio, You want to mix things up, so you want to keep your body guessing. One thing Arnold Schwarzenegger said was, I find it very, very helpful, is if you're doing like bench press or whatever, don't just start with 45s, whatever, like, oh, I go to the gym, I'm going to start with 45s because I do that every time, see if I get stronger. Go to a machine, get a spotter, or go to a machine like the hammer press machines and load that thing up with more, like 150% of what you normally do, and do as many as you can. Do as many as you can, and then unload by like 5 or 10 pounds. Do as many as you can. Unload, do as far as it's called a what's it called? It is called a progressive. There we go. It's a progressive overload. So you're pushing your body as hard as it possibly can go. You're shocking the body. You're like, oh my gosh, it's never been in this much stress before. So you're shocking your body, and you're like, okay, this is what we needed to really build our strength, to switch the mind up, to play tricks on the mind, because your mind's the only problem. If you believe that you can lift this weight, you can lift the weight. Of course, that doesn't mean you can lift a car, but it means that you could push yourself further than you thought you could. So your mind plays a very, very important role into working out. Have a positive mindset. Bring workout buddies. I mostly work out on my own, but I started working with a friend early on, and it was really awesome. So just have a great mindset. Throw some music on. Be in a good mood, because if you're working out and you're sad, you're gonna have like a subpar workout. I have a calendar on my wall that shows all the workouts that I do. I try to keep track of my meals, and so switching things up is very helpful. If you want, bands are also pretty new and pretty popular. They're also really cool. There's a ton of workouts you can use them for. But to conclude, I just want to throw a couple things out there for you to watch that really help me stay motivated. Number one is Arnold Schwarzenegger's Blueprint to Success, or Blueprint something something something. I watched that and it like changed my life. It was awesome. I seriously recommend you watching it if you want to become like a bodybuilder or whatever. And then another one is a YouTube channel run by a guy named Sadiq Hadzovic. He is a bodybuilder. He just has a really awesome, positive attitude. He has some really cool workouts. Check him out. He's also really cool in that. So try to mix things up. Try to keep your body self. Eat healthy. Can be consistent, and then also setting goals. Set some goals. Some that you can achieve, some that are really hard to, but you hope you want to achieve, and just grind it out. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.